And welcome back to Dragon Run. After a couple of weeks,
Dragonfire.
good luck remembering
Just
anything.
did Dragonfire.
Oh yeah, I'm tired, remember this. I'm usually doing this at like midnight after a hard day of work.
Yeah. To the audience, if we all seem loopy and nuts, it's because it's early as balls or late as balls for all of us.
Basically.
Except for
So
one of you lucky little shits.
we're
Isn't it, like,
basically
7
all
for one of
high,
you?
except it's out of exhaustion. Also, why is there...
Well-
what is this?
You're forgetting the sugar and caffeine high I use to keep myself awake.
True. Anyways, after re-exploring a huge chunk of the forest and slaying a bunch of gnolls, before technically, our party met a new member, a necromancer. Refuse to use that pun. And then set back to their camp and met along with Daz. You can go through with that now.
So, Daz,
Any reaction to the necromancer?
he is typing slowly.
Du auch nicht.
I'm Masoko. Who are you? Are you drawing a sword at me?
He lost his voice.
No, he's drawing you like one of his French girls.
Yeah. Are you slowly drawing me on a piece of paper, or are you drawing your sword at me?
Don't worry. Don't worry.
We're just patting Daz on the shoulder. Don't worry.
Don't worry, it's okay again. He's as bad as I can tell. He's okay.
Yeah,
This session-
at
this
that,
session
I'm
is
gonna start
personal.
giggling slightly because you idiots. You poor idiots. Well,
Found her in the forest.
We found her in the forest and she
Yeah,
joined
but-
us and we helped hunt some more cultists. And also ended up killing some ghouls.
For some reason.
oh, you poor trusting fools.
She said that out loud.
I'm aware of that, but it's not in character. Oh God. At least he seems to be smart enough to be suspicious of me.
We were also suspicious for like around 10 seconds.
I wouldn't even call it that. Gosh, you poor trusting fools. There's a
We,
Remember,
we think
we found her in
she...
a pile of corpses.
We found her wandering, probably trying to loot corpses, probably a lost hunter looking for scraps of food or money.
Okay, shall we just get going then?
Yes, looting. That's what I was doing.
Well, we didn't really see anything, so no reason for us to presume you're a necromancer, right?
Child, do I really look that young?
Well, you said so.
Tap.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like,
Oh.
yeah, she looks 14, but she doesn't realize she looks young.
Yes, you look very young. You look like a young girl. Around the 13, 14.
Wow. You humans must age a lot quicker than we do.
I'm not cheating, I'm not a human.
Well,
I'm also not human, I'm a half-elf.
So there's only one human.
Well,
We only have one
People.
human. That
I mean, I'm almost 23. I'm not that young.
I know, but you look long. I know. I noticed when you began talking. You can tell if someone is mature by the way they talk. So I
So,
noticed.
shall we get going, guys, or are we gonna still stand around?
Yeah, we still have some cultists to kill.
You know, should you choose to go through the giant pile of woods before you instead of heading to another camp and or back to the village.
We can just do that.
Let's move to one of the other cultist camps.
Wait, so you guys are like actually hunting these guys?
Yeah, they have been.
I say we first go
Kidnap-
back to the village because the cultists are heading there, right?
That's
After you
no-
kill
they have been kidnapping the villagers.
3/4 of them in one blow, they kind of just scattered to the four winds.
Oh, yeah, well.
They have been attacking the villagers, kidnapping them, and we suspect that they are using some sort of method to forcibly turn them into shades.
Wait, there's a village nearby?
Yes. There is. There's always a village nearby.
There's a rather, like, not actually that small mountain village nearby.
Of course there is. I've been camping in these woods for weeks now, when there was a perfectly good village not very far. Just my
Well,
luck.
to be
Yeah,
fair,
yeah.
a lot of us got lost in this forest before.
I was the only one who went to the village by will. I was one of the only ones who actually got here because I wanted to go and search the area for the ruins of this area for artifacts.
I was just traveling through Fen Village.
Part of me
That's
is
some
tempted
people.
to make you roll for lung cancer, but not until we get to the cancer mages. And yes, you got a key.
Yeah, and then we got a weird stone egg, didn't we?
We have two of those.
We got a key.
You have two
So that means
stone
we can now
eggs
go
that
to
gave
the
you audio
lock
logs,
wall thingy.
and you also
Yeah,
got a
so-
key for the wall thingy.
Yeah, I've got both stone eggs.
I'm going to need to upload these later. I keep forgetting, but I'm probably fine on. Anyways,
Sounds good.
where'd I put the map?
Though we should probably
I think
first.
I deleted the actual map. Crud. Oh well. I'll just remake that later.
And let's look
Anyways.
for another camp and just eradicate all of these cultists now. If we stop now, it will take time to reorganize themselves.
I'll just pop you down here for now. Don't worry.
You mean the guys that were already long gone by the time I showed up, and then we came back here? They're probably miles by now. We're never going to catch up to them. I don't
No,
know.
we
We
have-
gotta track them all down.
We found a map of all their camps and hideouts. We are running around cleaning all of them out, somewhat.
It's been
Well, I
rather
mean-
successful.
Well, I mean, the thing I've noticed is, like, they kind of turn and run. At this point, I'm pretty sure they're all as far away from here as possible.
Oh, that's
Really no
only
point
good.
hunting them.
We don't know for sure until we've checked all the counts.
Alright.
This is just when the cultists are just they've become sound. They're not doing anything bad. But we've just forcefully converted them out of their own cult. That's it.
Was it a long rest or short rest we took last time?
Long.
It was a short rest.
No,
I
it was
don't
long.
remember.
We went in the camp.
Yeah, that's right. Because technically, if Night Boy was staying back at the camp, then
Yeah, you all got a proper rest in.
Yay!
oh, goody.
We can
Cool.
use-
Also,
we can use-
you know the free stuff that I gave you last time, but if you didn't add that, then tough luck.
Yay.
Free stuff.
Yeah, it's in
Oh yeah, because of the
In-
dice bag that was found.
Mm-hmm.
I think I didn't add that yet. It's done.
At any rate, eventually you find yourself back at the great flat stone wall, the odd outcropping beside the mountain. Once again, you find a small keyhole within a cleft.
hold
I
on.
believe it was you who picked it up.
Oh god,
He
is it gonna
picked
be
it
10
up.
minutes? Is it gonna be 10 minutes of who has the key?
I don't have a key.
I don't. Well.
You, no, you were the one who picked it up. Unknown, actually. I just think you forgot to write it down.
well.
Where's the sheets?
In that case, I'm going to open the door with the key. Provided I
Andrew-
can find the place where it's supposed to go in.
As you put the key into the hole and turn it, some words appear in Elvish above the door. I'm assuming that at least one of you speaks Elvish.
Yeah,
I speak
what
Elvish.
does it say?
I can read all writing.
What is a riddle
Andrew-
without an answer?
The question?
Whenever you get a
Question?
whenever you get a chance, Andrew, I sent you a private question.
Yeah, one moment.
Oh shit, I'm rubber chat riddles.
We know.
As you saw.
Multiple times.
Okay, what is a riddle without an answer? Is it a question?
What is a riddle without an answer? What's a riddle?
Pointless?
Might
A confusing sentence. Must be it.
Hmm. A riddle without an answer. A philosophical question?
Well, it can't be a riddle.
Words.
As you say a riddle, the door opens. You were so close with this riddle. I've gotta test your brain sometimes.
Yeah, fair enough. Also, another slight question, Andrew.
Hmm?
Another question.
Yeah, one moment. I'm going to say no. Or like, enough. It's hiding in there.
But I mean, it's not assembled, but
I'm just gonna say no.
which
For
is
now.
the only reason I can get into a bag. But
At
okay.
any rate, the door slowly slides open, revealing a cave system.
Good. Good, good.
Moment.
Now they can flee.
There you go.
just gonna kind of look around and be like, huh, reminds me of home.
That's depressing.
Your home is a cave.
You're walking on a wall there, buddy.
Well, yeah.
So what exactly is wall? What is floor?
The
Yes,
The yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
basically, I can only do so much in regards to walls. They're all just kind of tiles.
Okay, noted.
There's
You-
like
you could've
shading,
used-
but
Yeah. Well, you could have used the cobblestone wall, or actually, wait, no, different program than I used. Never mind.
I mean, there's shading.
Having to wait.
but-
So yeah,
Just
I'm
gotta
gonna
wait for.
I'm gonna forge ahead, I guess, with the knight. Well, everyone else cautiously hangs back.
While trailing through the suspiciously man-made tunnels, or rather magic-made, because mages can do that, you find a door. It is locked.
How locked is locked?
And how sturdy is the door?
Yeah, that's what I meant to be asking. Are we talking like rickety wooden door with a small metal lock? We talking metal door with a lock in it?
We're talking the equivalent of 3 trees, bound tightly as a door with a small yellow keyhole.
Okay.
Yellow.
Maybe
Try the key again.
front door?
The key
Yeah.
works.
Hmm.
Pretty simple.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
I forgot. I
disappointing.
can see. I forgot. I can see normally in darkness both magical and non-magical to a distance of 120 feet.
It's fairly dark inside, but you can pretty much see your way via a variety of small lanterns.
And I have dark vision.
You see another couple of doors as well as an oddly patched piece of wall.
Push the door
Hold
open.
on.
Actually,
I
wait.
will investigate.
Before we do
the-
anything else, I draw my scythe from my back.
I want to investigate this piece of miscolored wall.
Right, where'd that go? One moment, I just realized I forgot something. Which is kind of integral. Basically, my notebook with everything in it. I can deal with virtually everything else, but this one room that's above you. Essentially, I only have the monsters. I don't have what's actually in the rooms. Anyways, one moment. Sorry.
I'm really hoping we're not fighting undead, because if we are, this is gonna get awkward.
Just burn him.
Well, knowing the
Well-
cult, it's probably undead.
Yeah, I'm suspecting the same, and it's gonna get awkward quick.
Or a dragon.
How can I? Okay, so that's another thing, Daz. Like the spells I've used so far are very uncleric-like, including inflict wounds, mass inflict wounds, ray of enfeeblement, and vampiric touch, stuff like that. You know, very
But these
clearly
will-
non-cleric
Or
spells.
you pretend you're just I don't know a newcomer to the cult and walk in.
You
Alright.
could.
Well, fit
I
right
think
in.
there's. Isn't there something like
The thing is, though,
Death
vampiric
Flurry
touch and
or something.
inflict wounds are also cleric spells.
At
I
any
think
rate,
isn't there something like a death cleric who also actually can death cleric who can actually use those spells or something?
But would you guys really trust a death cleric?
More
think
than a
that raises
necromancer.
its own red flag.
Yeah, man,
Really?
I trust the death.
Whatever. We'll burn that bridge when we come to it.
You could be a death cleric or you could be a warlock. That's the things we're contemplating right at the minute. That's the things that you are.
anyways.
Except a cleric would realize I'm not a cleric, and a warlock would realize I'm not a warlock. So
Because we haven't talked about it, they just think you're the other thing.
yeah, pretty much.
You could also be a wizard. They can cast practically anything.
A gun trapped in mortal form. Yeah, because that's more trustworthy than a necromancer.
So long as the
Well,
music,
no.
as long as facial tentacles aren't involved.
Yeah, that's true.
But I want to investigate this miscolored wall.
Roll perception.
Not investigation.
Nope.
Investigation's more along.
It's miscolored.
It's perception to actually look at things. Investigation is more along the lines of like digging through papers to find important information or detective things. It's not actually investigating things.
Well,
Feel me?
you managed to notice nothing with the first. Oh wait, that was
No,
persuasion.
that was
for some
that was,
reason.
a, that was a wrong that was a wrong click.
You
that was a wrong
you're
click.
talking to a
You
brick wall
talked
there.
You are trying to persuade the wall.
Yep, I hit the wrong thing on my sheet. And would actually I mentioned it because like my perception is different.
I have a question. Would persuasion be what I roll for seduction? Or would that just be
Yes.
flat charisma?
It would be persuasion, or performance if you were doing something like a striptease. Anyways, moving on. Anyways, you find out that the piece of wall is in fact a sort of fake piece of wall that was kind of just put there because there's a hole in the wall.
Oh. Okay.
So is there anything in the hole behind it?
Assuming that you choose to move the giant piece of wall out of the way. Strength
Someone
check.
want to help?
Oh,
Someone want to
sorry.
help me crack this wall?
Sure.
Now, are you moving it or are you trying to break it? This
I'm
is
trying
more
to
clear.
move it.
Strength, right?
Yes. And,
Hey, it didn't do terribly.
alright, Gilrine manages to move it out of the way for the time being.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit,
Cardanian
Cardanian.
basically picks it up and then sets it down.
The wizard.
Jesus Christ.
The wizard who broke his arm moving a fucking
What was
Good
it?
job.
what is it called?
A barrel
Shield.
or something like that.
It was like one of those giant shelf things. I was moving one of those, a broken arm and doing it. Suddenly I just pick up a piece of stone wall and just move it.
Anyways, you find a large cave system behind it. You also hear a small clicking noise.
Oh.
With my scythe drawn in front of me, I'm gonna walk over to here.
I draw my bow.
And...
Standing
Roll
near the
initiative.
door, but
If this is a fucking rust monster, I swear I'm gonna kick your ass.
well,
Ow.
you're going last.
Wow.
Physically painful. The rolls are physically. Oh wow, that. Oh, it's a
18.
D6. Why is that a D6?
So 120, I can see there. Though.
and at best I got a 19.
One moment. I just need to move these into place.
Why did you roll a D6? That makes me very nervous.
Depends on how many there are. Told you.
Uh-oh. Fuck.
You
Oh,
hear a
it's
loud
fine.
you hear a loud shriek as a extremely large white bat or black. D&D confuses me
White.
sometimes with things.
Hmm.
When I searched Doom Bat, it gave me a white one, but its description is a black bat.
Well,
Maybe
that's-
it's just
Yeah.
not painted yet.
I don't.
It's an albino.
Maybe it doesn't want you to find it.
Oh great! If
Anyways.
this is false, we're screwed. Albino things are like twice as strong. We're screwed.
Why can't I go?
Okay, don't
As-
worry. I've got the best spell for this.
As it swoops down into view, a small collection of bats joining in its wake, all seeking to attack those who went into their cave-like domain. Now you know why there
I
was a
say
fake
we,
wall.
Mate, they had a bat problem.
Oh, and you also distinctly notice that, unlike the rest of the camp, air quotes, that this cave system is distinctly natural, as opposed to being carved out and replaced.
We
Anyways,
tried hiding this from the investors. They were trying to sell it on.
Well,
So whose turn is it?
one moment. I'm rolling their initiative.
Yeah, they'll try to
The
sell
best
it
had
on.
Alabasta had 19, so he's probably the first one to go.
I
Yeah.
must consult the Necronomicon.
Holy shit, that's a
Do
high
I have
dex.
any mass fire spells? No.
Well, despite having a dex of 21, the Doombat does not go first.
We are
Okay,
doomed.
alright, I got the best spell for this.
No, I have Shatter.
No, catapult.
No.
Within
No
a cave,
shatter.
that might be a bad decision.
No shatter, please. I have very sensitive ears, and my ears are still ringing from the last time you did that.
The bats have also sensitive ears. They're just like you.
Yeah, that's true.
The bats
Not
is
bad.
even more so. You're gonna kill the bats doing that, and make me very mad at you.
How did you get +9 to your initiative?
He's got the can't be surprised thing that gives you +5 to all initiative rolls.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Fuck that trait.
seems excessive, but okay.
Yeah, you
It
get plus
that
5
is exactly the reason everyone takes it, because +5 to initiative. You got 5 dex, +10 to initiative. I mean, yeah, it's kind of bullshit. But it's great to have, but as a DM, it's bullshit that players can get something that broken.
Oh no. Not one of my players. They have, for their passive perception, they have 20. I can't put traps on them because of that. It's like, alright, let me get my passive perception out. It's like, fuck's sake. Oh, you spot all the traps in the room. Have fun.
Yeah, as a dungeon master, it's annoying. Okay.
My passive perception is 16.
So
What
my biggest
question?
problem I've noticed is that none of my spells are at all useful against either swarms or flying opponents.
Well, I'm going to.
Well, given that these are swarms, I don't think a longbow will help.
There are 5 swarms and then the giant bat.
Well, for the giant bats, I'm going to pick up a stone and cast catapult. And I'm going to do it at 3rd level, so it's 4d8. And the bat needs to make a dex save. You have to make a dex save to see if they stop moving.
So I have to shoot it to the ground.
Well, if
All of them passed the dex save.
it was only this one big bat. That's
Oh,
the one
okay.
there.
It passed.
Okay, so it still takes full damage, but it's just it can still move now. And I can't cast.
One,
catapult
no,
yet.
no.
Fireball's way too big. I'll just do Scorching Ray. Fuck.
No.
What?
No, yes, and no.
Okay, well, that was supposed to be the first one. That was going to be the second one. This was going to be the second one, then the one down there is going to be the third. But only one hit, so which is on the big bat. So P.
Alright.
And this is all I can do. Oh, actually,
No.
I'm gonna cast as a bonus action. I'm gonna cast Hex on the big bat, and the target has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability, and that's going to be Dex.
Yes.
Good.
So also so until it's spent, you deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage. If the target drops to 0, yeah, you can move it. So.
You should have cast that at the start of your turn.
Yeah, well, I forgot I had that there. So it's
Alright.
there now. So
Oh no.
That's it.
Can happen. I'm going to walk over here and attack this one twice with my warhammer. So let's see.
When did Gilray use a warhammer?
I thought he didn't have a hammer.
I guess because you used longbow so much, so just like
Yeah, well, I thought longbow would not be as effective against swarms.
Anyways, both hit.
Yeah, okay.
So you do realize you're flanked, yeah?
No. But,
Well,
well,
at least you will be shortly.
so
but
be
yeah.
it.
Alright.
Also note
When
that
did
my
you get a
warhammer is
magical
magical.
warhammer, anyways?
That's my Forge Cleric ability. I can infuse a weapon with magicness.
magicness.
You can fuse them with magic missile?
No, magic.
No.
He can make any weapon magical when he wields it.
Anyways.
Well, he has to do a small 1 hour long ceremony for the weapon to work, but
Well, that's in every short or long rest. I can switch it.
At any rate, you do a fair amount of damage, managing to swat down a few bats, but a large majority of them manage to outright avoid the attack. At least of that particular swarm.
Good.
My turn. It's time to shatter.
Oh.
You're in a
Uh-oh.
cave. I'd like to
It's just a
remind
big
you.
trap.
he doesn't.
I can always just spell sculpt it so it doesn't hit the walls.
That's not how it works.
No, it's not.
Avoid hitting the walls.
That's
What
not
spell
how
does it?
sound works.
It's not that actual
What spell
spell,
sculpt
it's
does-
noise.
Yeah, what spell scope does, it prevents us from...
I know. It was a joke.
You're still gonna make every single thing in this cave know we're here, but you know what?
They already do.
Maybe not then.
Just put the wall
Fuck
down.
my hearing, why don't you?
No, because I'm not casting it directly on you.
It doesn't
So it
matter.
shouldn't be. Oh, is there another thing I've got? Ah, no, that's not a good place for that, unfortunately.
Oh, wow.
Oh dear. Okay, and where are you casting it? Okay, so you're hitting these three.
I hit all three, and I don't hit anybody else because they all are ranged on it.
I don't think it matters. They're bats. Between how ridiculous their hearing is and the fact that this is just loud noise. If I take disadvantages from being near it, those guys are fucking dead.
They take double damage.
Yes. They rely on hearing, so
I mean, yeah.
So I'm basically blinding them.
pretty much, yeah.
I think it's safe to say you probably stun them unconscious at that point.
Surprisingly, they're immune to being stunned and don't actually have weaknesses.
It's a bat,
But they're bats.
logically.
I'm aware of this fact. That is bizarre. Anyways,
The Constitution save.
the two individual bat swarms take the full brunt of damage, about half the bats falling dead and are, in fact, disoriented, whereas the Doom bat seems to be completely unaffected. Well, in as much as getting hit by the sound wave is. At any rate, everyone make a dex save. Except for Gilrine, because you're right back at the door.
That's not me.
Oh, sorry. It's been weeks. And you both have circles. Keep in mind, I
that's
keep
because circles
confused.
are
I
dice.
keep forgetting that one of you is that. Moving on. Okay, all of you managed to realize that aside from Masoko, who's too disoriented to notice anyways, realize that's probably a bad... Yes, Daz, make a deck save. Oh, wait, no. Let me check who's who. Okay, no, Daz, you were the only one who didn't need to. Never mind.
Yeah.
You were failed anyways.
Back here.
Anyways, aside from Motoko, who currently is rather disoriented, her ears painfully ringing, realizes that was probably not a great idea to cast Shatter inside a narrow cave system, and rocks begin to fall. Most of you managed to avoid them, but your cat girl, Neko, Mancer, did not notice them, and had a couple of rocks fall on her.
Ow.
Take 13 damage.
Ow. I'm totally stabbing that damn mage.
Fortunately, the pain on your head manages to clear up the pain in your ears, although your ears are still ringing.
I'm still stabbing the mage.
Right then, next.
It's still my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna Scorching Ray.
Okay, so upon further research, bats actually can't be knocked unconscious by hearing absurdly loud noises. But if something really loud were to say, like a small explosion or a speaker to suddenly come to life really close to them, it would knock them out of the sky and disorient them for a while.
Why did I just get moved?
I don't know why you were suddenly moved. Also, miss hit. Although you didn't really declare who you were aiming at first.
No, I was aiming at the same three, like, just like, Benedetta was, so it's pretty much...
Okay, then miss hit.
Oh, so I only hit the best one with the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big one has incredibly
And I rolled...
amazing.
rolled the worst damage I could.
Well, it could
Could
be
have been
worse.
one.
Another bat falls dead. Toasty.
A single bat. Guys. Okay, this is exactly the kind of situation that Burning Hands was made for.
Well,
Except he is a bit far away.
Well, he can walk.
Yes, but that would, yeah. But that
And
would
you've
mean
got people
too late.
in the way if you want to do it.
I can do it
He's got
because I
spell
have...
skills.
I have spells, I can pretty much do it. But, yeah.
Alright. Anyways, Daz. Patiently await your typing. Yes.
I mean, I assume it'd be in melee range, but then again, it is also a bat. Could be 20
It could
feet
be
on top of the
flying.
ceiling.
You never know.
That's
It could be
odd.
It could be.
One moment, I just know something.
Mm.
Why is each one 10 feet?
I don't know. I thought that was supposed to be the case.
You can modify that? Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally it's like 5 feet.
Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah, fixed. That was weird.
I've been trying to get that fixed for my Shadowrun game. Yay.
Yeah, I was wondering why Alabaster's stink cloud was smaller.
But yeah, you can set it to like single meters, I assume.
Yay. Good.
Yeah, because that's what I had to do for a siege of a city.
Rightio then, you enter the stink cloud. You can't tell which smells worse, your companion or the burning bat guano.
Oh.
Just like, oop, forgot about that. I mean, it doesn't actually do anything aside from give away your position if you're trying to sneak.
Well,
Aside
the
from the fact that it doesn't go
radius,
through walls.
What's the deal with that stink cloud again? Why is it there?
That's the curse on his magical crystal thingy.
That
From the
is
festivals.
your ability to cast Arcane Eye.
Oh, speaking of which, Andrew, we never rolled for Masoko's little unfortunate, possibly beneficial thingamajig.
I'll take care of
Because
that
you couldn't find
later.
that.
Maybe tomorrow. They still need to find what they do. I can't remember. Maybe I'll just give you 1 and 1. Anyways, both longsword swipe miss.
I'm fine with whatever one you want, as long as it doesn't just get me killed or something.
Alright then.
That's the sort of.
Now it's theirs.
Neither of those hit.
No, they don't hit. It has like 17 or something in armor.
So my idea of catapult is working well.
Alright then. The bats
Oh.
the bats begin to move, swarming around your companions. I'll have them go near you. Let's see, and begin to dig into their feast. Let's see. Da-da-da. Let's see. Check. 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 Check and check.
Okay.
Alright,
So-
all of them managed to hit. Now I just need to roll damage for them.
50 damage.
Yeah, if only.
Well,
Gilderine, you take 15 damage as they dig into you. And
okay.
Sir Michael Kerrigan takes 10.
That's quite equally split with 5 per bat.
I
Basically.
think bats actually do a flat damage, though.
They don't. I mean, you can always choose a flat damage, but...
I know about a swarm, but I think I'm pretty sure the one in the back of the book just does like 1 damage if it attacks you, because it's a bat.
Well, these are multiple bats.
It's
true.
the Doom Bat.
The Doom Bat.
It's a doom bat.
It's the Doom Bat.
Anyways. It lets out a loud, piercing cry.
Again,
Everyone
with the
do
loud
a-
noises.
What? What?
Hmm?
Someone said something.
Yeah, I said again with the loud noises. Why?
So calm.
Because it's a bat.
What's safe?
One moment. I'm trying to see what the trying to figure out what will is in 5e. Since apparently someone ported this over to 5e without bothering to actually redefine everything.
In this case, it'd be Constitution.
Alright. Yeah, everyone do a Constitution save.
Hmm.
Oh wow.
Oh, hey, I didn't fuck that up.
Your ears were still ringing from last time, so you didn't hear it.
I couldn't hear it. I couldn't
Yeah.
hear it over the
Masoko
ringing in my
couldn't hear
ears.
it.
What?
And Gilderine and Daz are the only ones effective. You get a -2 to, You both get a -2 to attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks for the next...
20 years.
for the rest of the, battle.
Okay.
In addition, it begins to loudly yip which will affect the spellcasters.
Oh, fuck off.
How so?
How?
As long as it is alive,
Useless.
you must perform a concentration check in order to cast spells.
Oh my god, Warcaster, I gain advantage on those checks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for you, mate. I'm still screwed.
Yes. I have the Warcaster beef.
Fucking. Oh.
I'm
Well,
fine with this.
What about this? What about my fucking head?
guess I'll go with my Warhammer then.
What about hex? Because that is a concentration. Do I have to do it now? Or...
Yep.
No, that's only if you get attacked. Isn't it? No. Yeah.
Well, no, but he's gonna have to make concentration checks on his concentration spell because it's constantly going off.
Exactly. So, what roll do I have to do? Wisdom. What did you say?
Constitution.
Yep.
Uh,
Concentration is
Constitution saving?
Constitution.
Constitution saving throw or just normal?
Constitution
I
check.
don't remember.
Please say it.
It's Constitution
It's a check.
check.
Shit. Well, so it'll be 16 the DC, but well, that's that goal.
Well,
I'm gonna have a nice time.
See, concentration is a con saving throw, not a check.
Oh
But
wow.
yeah,
I don't think.
either way, you failed and your hex is down.
Hmm.
And is now Lily's turn. The poor, disoriented Neko, who just got hit in the head with a giant rock. Also, loud, yipping bats constantly disorienting her.
Well, a single, loud, large yipping bat.
You know, aside from
Which-
all the smaller, constantly yipping bats.
Well, the big one's louder, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna run up, and I'm gonna deck it in the face with my scythe, because it's a dick.
Hits, surprisingly.
No.
Rightio then.
well, that damage is
Two,
shame.
1, 3.
The damage is... Actually, wait, I think I did the minimum possible... Yeah, I pretty much did the minimum possible damage with that thing.
could be worse.
Slashing damage, alright. It takes a fair amount of damage, a wing wounded.
Good, good.
Not nearly as
good.
much as you were hoping to do, but eh. At least
I'm gonna
you
burn
poked
my
it.
inspiration to slash it again.
We're spending everything on these bats, and we don't even know. There might be a boss coming up. I've spent everything.
I still have all my high level spell slots.
You had disadvantage,
Well-
remember? You didn't hit with the second one.
Why did I have disadvantage?
Because someone used Shatter, you got hit with a rock on the head, and then you have a loud bat yipping in your face.
You never said anything about disadvantage. You said -2.
No, that was for the people who failed the, initial shriek thing. You got disadvantage when your friend cast Shatter in a cave.
Oh.
Thanks a lot, dipshit.
Now, he didn't realize that rocks would fall and almost everyone would die.
Well,
Well,
he
you
should
didn't
know
die.
that... He should have known that Shatter was a bad idea in enclosed spaces with someone who hears better than he does.
I mean, from here on out, you can pretty much just signal and then cover your ears, but it's mostly just the fact that you're inside a cave.
Well, that also should have been apparent.
It
but,
was
yeah.
because bats don't use sound to hear, so he was like, this is gonna be super effective against them, and that's why he used it. He didn't really think about anything else.
Alright, fine. How long do I have disadvantage?
About 3 rounds.
Fine.
This round counting, so 2 more.
Okay. Well,
Alabaster!
Well, I'm a little bit stumped.
There is always one thing. Burning hands.
can't use spells.
I mean, you
Well,
can,
you
just
can,
need to make
but
it
good
DC.
luck.
Let's use 16 now.
Technically, you could just do a cantrip, and then you only have a DC of 15.
Okay, but it's also
Yeah,
there's
'cause
an
you're level
enemy within
0.
5 feet of me. So
I would say you can scurry back, stand behind. Oh wait,
fuck it. You know
it's
what?
not
Fuck
somewhere
it,
you
I
can
am.
scurry around
5,
enemies.
10,
No,
10.
so isn't that opportunity?
Hit me.
The bats, for the time being, do not choose to go after you, focusing instead
Fuck's
on
sake.
the people who are killing the big bat.
Okay, well. I'm
And this
gonna
guy
do-
for some reason. Mostly just because he's there.
Well, I'm gonna do fireball
Thanks.
on this one
Thanks.
here. Hold on. On
Just like,
save. Nope. Okay, don't worry. That's my turnover.
no. That didn't work. No.
That's my turnover. Then.
Fortunately, it simply fizzles out and does not actually eat up a spell slot.
It's a firefly.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah. Well, that's still.
Well, should you screw up a con save when trying to cast spells, you won't lose your spell slot.
Well, thank God. That
So
was
now
painful
it-
anyway, so.
Well,
That's me done.
um,
Good round there.
I'm just going for this one again.
Alright.
Let's see, double Warhammer hit.
Let's see, no and yes.
10 damage.
Alright.
Is it dead?
No.
In that case, I'm going to hit it another time,
Nope.
which misses, and the
Yep.
last one.
The second
So,
one hits.
7 additional damage.
Alright.
And that ends my turn.
Alright. Grenading.
Burning hands.
On what?
There. I hit all 3 bats.
I mean, you need to make the con save first.
Yes.
Yeah, DC 15.
So long as you don't roll a 1, you're fine.
Plus I have advantage because of my feet.
Which is
But
still
then-
shit.
So I just fizzles out. And I have moved, so yeah.
You're lucky the
My turn.
cultists aren't around at the moment, otherwise they might take notes and start raising these as pets.
I know, right? I mean, these are just shutting down the magic users.
Why do you think they can't have just blocked off the cave?
Like, this is literally why I have every magic using character ever also have a decent ability with melee weapons. Because this shit happens a lot.
So, bards?
I was more thinking spell swords, but yes, bards, as god awful as they are.
You can also do with the, what is it, monks that go with wear the elements. They can also do some damage.
You can also just get the wizards into heavy armor and start smashing them with.
You can have a dwarven wizard, which
Oh my gosh, that's right. Wizards do dwarves do have armor proficiency at character creation.
No, only medium. You have to use a feat to up it to
still
heavy.
pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah. Alright.
You can still like get a breastplate or something and just wreak havoc.
Next.
I believe it's the bat's turn if it's not Sir stick up his ass.
No, it's a cat again.
It's Daz's turn. Oh yeah, I forgot you need to type for a moment.
Yep.
Alright. Nope and nope. And you managed to crit.
Good. Good.
So that's full damage.
A crit -2, but a crit nonetheless. Yep. Fear the critical roll on a inflict wounds.
Oh dear God, yeah. That's like what, 10d10 or something?
One moment.
30 for level
You
1.
add you remember to add your strength onto the damage.
Let's see, inflict wounds as a base does 3d10 necrotic, so that would be 30 for a first level spell. And it only goes up from there.
When is your strength really? Do you only have +2 to strength, and is your reading a longsword in one hand?
And the 17 missed, since you had the -2 thing. But yeah, the crit hit, and did quite a bit of damage to it. The bat is wavering a bit, and is currently on the ground, kind of just waving at you. Like a light fan. Except, it smells of guano, and is stuck between your smelly friend. Alright. Time for bats. Check. Oops. Check. 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 Just barely, yeah. Alright then. Alright, unknown, you take 15. Naz, you take 10. Meanwhile, the big old bat just keeps on yipping and swings its tail at Lily. Doing...
Bats have tails?
It has a tail, yes. I think it's upside down, actually.
Oh, this one
I
has
don't
a
know,
tail.
it's a bat. I don't know.
Bats don't have tails,
Probably.
though.
It says tail slash, so apparently it has a tail.
Huh,
I'm gonna
right.
Google these things. What the hell?
A tail with reach.
Which reach?
The 10-foot kind.
What kind of bat is this?
A doom bat.
Fucked up, man.
There does actually exist bats with
It
small
looks
tail.
nothing like a bat.
A doom bat.
There is actually
Yeah, it
bats with
does. It looks more like a drake and a bat had a child than a giant bat, to be honest with you.
there is actually bats who have small rat-like tails.
Yeah, it's just a giant version. Okay, so how much damage am I taking from said tail?
7.
Ow.
Indeed. Thank goodness it didn't bite you. It's your turn.
Okay. Well, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna punch it in the face with my scythe.
You punch yourself
shit.
in the face with your scythe.
Well,
Why'd you punch?
shit happens.
Why'd you
Roll
punch
for
it?
damage.
I hate you.
You're the one who crit failed.
The only time I get decent damage out of the damn thing.
Right, you cut your pinky off.
What? No.
You trip while trying to punch in the face with a scythe and cut your pinky off.
No. No permanent disfigurements.
It's a finger. You can just heal it back on. It's not like a limb where you need a special spell to grow it back. Need I
Well, in
remind
that
you,
case-
there's a spell that fires fingers.
I forgot about that. Fair enough.
And one that explodes
Wait,
eyeballs.
what spell are we talking
The Book of
about?
Vile Darkness is a very fun thing that you are never allowed to use.
Oh.
Shame.
Mostly because I use it to make bosses.
Because he's a cheater.
It's not cheating if I'm making bosses for you to go against. And giving them special abilities that you don't have.
Totally cheating.
I'm the
cool.
You have a
DM.
second.
It
You
is
have a
my
second
job
action.
to cheat.
What's this book
Oh.
called?
The Book of Vile Darkness.
Yeah, but there's a specific spell in it. I think it's called Finger Missile, actually.
Interesting name.
It's in the Dungeon Master book.
It does
isn't
dex damage, oddly.
Well, the Book File Darkness is an add-on for 3.5.
And 4E. The 4E version
And
of
4. Well, the 4E version is also broken, so... Then again, everything in 4E was broken.
Okay.
4E, where I was born and raised.
Okay, so it's back around again to Alabasta, I guess. Is it?
Okay. Dab.
You have 2 daggers, so you can make a bonus action.
Nice try.
You can make an extra attack with a bonus action.
That is the 2 daggers.
And
Except, in order to have 2 daggers, he would have to draw one of them, which is an action. Or it's a bonus action, I mean.
No, you can do that in par with movement.
No, drawing and sheathing is a separate bonus action.
Yeah, that's a bonus action. Well, that's fine. I don't know. If I have 2 daggers in my hand, I can attack them both with my action.
Yeah, but if you have 2 daggers in your hand, how are you casting spells?
I'm not.
drawing a weapon does not take an action.
See?
If you have Warcaster, you can actually wield 2 weapons and still cast spells.
It doesn't?
It doesn't, it's in movement.
However, you are only allowed to interact with 1 object per turn for free, such as picking a weapon off the
Oh.
ground, drawing a weapon, etc.
So I attack with both daggers. I fuck up. I'll take 3 damage then.
No,
You don't
that's
have
not how it works.
You don't have disadvantage, so you basically just missed.
You roll 2, you roll twice.
That is for my 2 daggers. 1, 2.
If you
Oh, you have added them into each other. Oh, yeah, you have added them into each other on the...
if you do have disadvantage, then
wait,
yeah, you hurt
wait.
yourself.
Well, it's not disadvantage. Those are 2 separate daggers. The 10's 1 dagger and the natural 1's 1 dagger.
Oh, okay. You cut off your pinky.
Alright, great.
What is it with you and severing pinkies?
It's the least useful of the fingers.
Don't dis.
You're
I would
welcome.
argue I use my pinky a lot, actually.
What, to pick your nose?
No. It's very helpful for twirling blades.
Anyways,
You
moving
say,
on.
you say that as I literally do have a blade on my desk, and I'm spinning it around. my hands.
Well, no, you can't anymore.
Well, I play with butterfly knives, and I use my pinky in a lot of tricks, so...
Well, your character has a scythe, so... the fuck.
Kill a nine.
You have 2 hands. Suck it up.
So, well, given that spells are still blocked, I will go for the same bat again, this one.
If we killed the Doom Battle, would that stop?
With my Warhammer.
Well, seeing as it's making the noise, yes. Yes, it would.
Yes.
Both hit.
Cool. 11 and another 11.
Oh,
And finally, that particular batch of bats is dead.
Good.
What fucking damage can these things take?
Next up,
Well, they're
this one.
resistant to most of the damage you've been throwing at them, so... Also, they have 22 health.
Make your range run.
This one here.
Fireball.
Both hit.
Click. A total of 16 damage.
Alright.
But yeah, I mean, you gotta remember, enemies typically are resistant to some kind of damage. With flesh creatures, it's typically bludgeoning, I think.
And I'm going to bonus action. Prayer of healing. No, healing words, that's the one. on myself.
Alright.
So that's a Constitution save.
Yep.
Oh, it's a wisdom thing, isn't it?
Nope.
Shame.
Does that use the,
Well-
does that use the spell slot or no?
I don't think it does.
As I said before, your spell basically fizzles out before you can cast it.
Oh,
You're too distracted to properly cast it.
So
So long as you don't roll a 1, it doesn't use up the spell slot.
end turn.
Alright, next.
Next up is Crow, I think.
Yes. So I'm gonna fucking match me the Doom Bat.
Roll Constitution.
Yeah, never missing doesn't do much if you can't cast it in the first place.
Yeah. Oh no.
Nope.
Oh,
So
just-
close.
Missed it by 1.
So close.
Well,
You almost did. But you didn't. I will also note that due to the fact that you didn't actually cast a spell, you can actually circumvent the can't cast the same spell twice rule.
I'm gonna try to cast it again.
I should probably invest
It's
in
also a con.
With the exact same results.
Good job.
Alright.
I'm gonna burn an inspiration and do it again.
Oh
Really?
god.
I bet-
Well,
better
the
not be
odds
on-
are not.
You did
Yes,
work.
finally.
Well,
I passed because I have advantage, so I pass.
Oh yeah, true. Fuck.
I better not be on.
Minus the warcast.
Alright, roll for damage.
So, what level was this? Level 1?
That was a level 1 spell. So that's 3 times 3 damage. That's 9 damage in the Doom Bat.
The Doombat is mercifully finally dead. Your ears can rest easy. Aside from,
Huh.
you know, all the other bats constantly shrieking in your face. And a stench cloud.
Oh my ears.
It seems magic is back on the table.
And a burnt guano filling your taste buds. Basically, all of your senses are rebelling at the moment. And yes, it's your turn to ask. Alright. Hit.
I may roll twice. You know, if you click on the name longsword on the right on the screen, you can actually get the damage.
Yeah, I learned that later on.
You just press the button and get
What the-
a push.
What was...
That would happen
what
if
just
you try to
happened
tra-
there?
That would happen if you try to search someone else's.
Alright.
Really?
The bat swarm is just barely alive. It's more like one bat at the moment.
No, it's like 2 bats that just like form a couple.
They're going to double team him.
Both hit.
And you get bad.
Alright. Takes a good chunk of damage. Both swarms just barely alive. Alright. And it's now the bat's turn.
Are they angry because I killed their mommy and gonna go attack me?
Probably.
Alright, only one pair of bats manages to sink through Gilrein's armor this time. He takes 5 damage. Meanwhile, again, only one swarm manages to break through Kerrigan's armor, doing 5 damage.
So my turn then?
Yep.
So I'm going to pick up my finger, put it back where it should be on my hand, and then use my negative energy conduit healing ability.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's not
back at
really
full health.
negative now, but yeah.
Well, it's still what it is. Also, if we have a cleric, they're going to feel that.
Well, what did you do?
We have Gilrain. He's a cleric. Cleric at the
Okay,
point.
so yeah. So in that case, Gilrain feels a lot of. How do I describe it? Let me just double check that.
Negative necromantic energy.
Bad.
Yeah,
No,
do
I
you just-
changed it, remember? You feel
Oh,
like
you
the
did?
energy from the earth itself kind of just moving into her for a few moments. Which
Interesting.
feels very wrong, but
I'm bad.
Hmm.
like a cold flame. Not evil, just very wrong.
Odd.
Like seeing your
Yes.
grandmother nude.
Hmm.
So I think I just made Daz even more suspicious of me. But I'm 1 point away from full health, so I don't care.
I guess his dad couldn't see it because he is both mostly.
He saw it. Well, more like he sensed it,
Okay.
but yeah.
Okay.
Not that there's really
So-
much aside from like cave fungus to kill off at the moment.
Well, cave fungus and technically other bads.
Which,
I mean, it does say it affects living creatures.
yeah, like insects, you're not really going to. In this case, you're not really gonna kill. It's
Yeah,
not
I-
a vampire
it's
touch.
not- Yeah, it's not free vampire touch because we're fighting the bats, but if they were just like sitting up on the ceiling, I'd almost feel sorry for them.
Anyways, moving on.
Yep. So I'm then going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement on these bats here.
Those poor bats. Oh no, the bats, they're enfeebled. Oh
They now
no.
have disadvantage on
horrible.
all attacks.
Spell attack thing.
I would say
think that's what it is.
You know a spell attack thing. You don't have spell attack
Yeah, I
things?
know.
I have spell attack thingies.
I have
I
a lot
see.
of them, so I need to name them all. I can't remember.
Yeah, so they
You
have
realize
disadvantage
you're
on all
using
attacks.
this on a bat.
Well, I
Yeah,
thought it did
I
something
don't
different.
know why either.
They don't exactly swing tiny swords at you.
I thought it did something different. I thought it gave them disadvantage, not made them weak.
I think that's like Ray of Sickness.
Yeah, that is Ray of Sickness. I mean, you have to
No,
remember,
Ray of
I have
Sickness
to...
does poison.
Oh.
And get poisoned. So technically,
Could I use another spell in that case?
in this one circumstance, yes.
Can I use Cause Fear on them?
They're bats.
Well, I mean, that's
Yep,
the only
please.
other spell I have that would work. I mean, yeah. Everything else I have is on touch range, and I can't move because I've already healed myself. I think it's a bonus action. It might actually not even just be an action at all. Oh wait,
I
that
don't
doesn't
see a
even take an
proper
action.
5e version of Cause Fear, actually.
Really?
There's Fear, but that's a third level spell. Cause Fear is
Well, it
from
is a third-
3.5.
It's also a third level spell though.
Cause Fear was a first level spell. Apparently, oddly.
Oh no, wait, yeah, it is.
Fear.
Never mind.
As in just Fear is a third level illusion in 5e.
I know that's the problem. Like, you let me have this spell list, but then you're like, but you can only use the spells that are in 5th edition, and that takes out like half of them.
I'll figure some other stuff out later. Just not tonight.
Yeah. Whatever, fine.
I mean, you also
Um,
get all of them, so it could be worse.
No, you also retcon that as well. I have to prepare spells now.
Well, yes, but in preparing spells, you technically know all the spells that you can know.
Yeah, but I didn't have to prepare them before either. Like, that's another disadvantage I now have.
Well, as a bard, you can only know so many spells, whereas as this thing, you know all the spells, it's just that you can only prepare a set amount. Basically
Whatever.
changing it as you go along rather than having a permanent set.
Yeah, well, it's better, but still. Well, they're now enfeebled because I can't think of anything else to use because other than, like, cause fear, everything else is a touch spell that I have, or it deals with, undead.
Roll a
That's kind
d100.
of my job. The D100, oh gosh, why do I not like the sound of this? Please don't kill me, please don't kill me. Hey, even 50.
Okay, since it's an even, the bat, enfeebled as is, lost the ability to flap its wings and fell to the ground and died. You're welcome.
I killed a single bat. Huzzah.
Alabaster's turn.
I promise this character's not useless. Just wait until we're fighting like skeletons or something.
Masoko does not
Also-
feel any kind of sense of accomplishment from this, by the way.
Yeah, I kind of assumed so.
5, 10, so attack of opportunity.
It's more like a, well, that happened.
Meh.
So Drogon gets an attack of opportunity. Well, the bats get an attack of opportunity on me, and I'm gonna cast Firebolt at this one here. Yay.
Lucky you, the bat did not get a hit in. The firebolt obviously hits and does a good amount of damage. Almost killing it.
2d10 now, so. And I think that's all I can do.
Firebolt, not fireball, yeah?
Yeah, Firebolt.
Got it.
Kill the rain.
Hold on.
How heavy would that be? Sorry,
Does.
questioning things.
How heavy would what be?
My I don't want to say it out loud because people don't need to know this, but my little friend who is in my backpack.
Oh, that one.
Hello.
And I want to know if that technically makes me over encumbered.
Hello, Daz. Is that any better?
One moment.
Oh, that's only about 40 pounds. That's not bad. Second question is, how do I calculate how much I can carry?
Let's see. Skeleton consists of 30% of body weight.
It actually you calculate it for you in the what is it? The sheet.
It weighs 54 pounds.
Oh god, that seems very heavy.
I mean, a skeleton is roughly 30% of your weight. And that's a large skeleton.
Well, it's big to me, yeah. Yeah, I'm encumbered.
It's probably heavier than you are.
Yeah, well, I gotta keep it somewhere. And so collapse to my bag is kind of the better option at the moment.
Anyways, moving on.
So that would be me.
I
Yes,
thought
I
so.
know.
I'm going to attack this bat swarm with my warhammer.
Kia! It hits.
7 damage.
Wait, 30% of body weight. 150 pounds seems a bit heavy.
I said 54.
Yeah, but 30%. Oh, so 54 total, not 54. 54 for the weight of the skeleton, or that's the weight of the total animal?
That's the way of the skeleton.
150 pounds seems heavy for a deer.
It's a deer? I thought it was a wolf.
No, though they are still about 150 pounds. You're right.
One moment.
No, it's just a deer.
So, the swarm I attacked, is it dead?
Yeah, we'll stick with 54 since it's roughly within the average range. Assuming it's not overly large.
It's about the normal size for a deer, which is why I was wondering if I could ride it.
We'll get to that at some point. Anyways, moving on. Bat got hit,
So,
bat not dead.
Not dead. Good. So,
They are not yet dead.
mm.
Hit.
Another 6.
Still not dead. There is a single very wounded bat left of that swarm.
Yeah, why the fuck not? I attack it again.
Okay. It dead.
8. And this one goes to that, but it obviously misses.
It's
You
hey, Lily.
you lose your pinky toe.
Yeah.
You smash your pinky
If
toe.
if it was a North American deer, it would actually only weigh 100 usually. So it would actually
Well-
weigh a little bit less.
Well, the thing is, like, I was looking at like the average whitetail because that's about big enough that would be technically rideable, and still not be absurd. So
Yeah, it's South. You're looking at the South American, I think, because the North American one, white-tailed deer, is about 100, while the South American one is the 151.
And I'm going to cast Healing Words for myself.
Alright.
and 54 pounds isn't bad because I don't expect to be carrying around my friend in my backpack the entire
And
adventure.
done.
Your toe's
Because
back and
eventually-
you have one more health back than one you lost.
Yep. So it's Crow's turn now.
Eventually, I plan on like actually like coming clean to you guys when I can get you guys to trust me a little bit.
You know,
So-
whenever you're not going, oh, those poor fools.
Well, that's out of character. That is completely out of character.
And
Because
that's right.
oh, you poor trusting fools.
I fireballed that one at Gilrain.
Yep.
Am I? What? Why me?
The one at you. The one at Gilrain.
Ah,
The one
I'm
beside you.
tempted to flip a coin to see if he accidentally aimed at you, but no. Moving on. Damage.
No, you can't beat on Friday. One of my players, they have the shield mask, so you can push a creature 5 feet. There was this massive boss, and an NPC was right behind. He pushed it. The NPC got squashed,
Why?
and he just went, "Oh shit! I just forgot."
Oops.
No, but, did I hit the bat?
Mm-hmm.
kill it with fire.
No.
There are a couple of bats left. I mean, do remember how your last party mate died. An errant catapult. That wasn't even aimed at them.
That's what killed me. The catapult
Yeah, it
killed me.
deflected and hit you.
Actually,
So
it hit someone
technically,
else,
I
and
killed
then
you.
that someone else failed their roll, and then went into her. And then she failed the roll, and then they got sent flying towards more cultists. And spiders.
Ah, yeah. So technically, I killed.
Yep. Good job.
Yeah.
You murderer.
So if
Okay.
there's anybody at the party
I
should be watching
am
out for it.
I'm gonna throw my dagger at the ones near Gilrain.
Okay. You know, praying that you miss him. Because he's right in the way. Miraculously, you miss him.
Huh.
It kind of just goes under his armpit as he's turning to look at, what is that sound? Oh, there it goes.
As he looks at where the fireball suddenly came flying.
It
So,
just cuts
is
off a
his
bit
weight-
of hair.
Is the weight
Then
measured
take
in
damage.
pounds in this game?
You pin a bat to the
Sorry,
wall,
what?
and there is one remaining. And what?
About how much does a human skull weigh?
Frick if I know.
Not much, I say. Maybe
To the Google.
3 kilo.
Yeah.
About 3 pounds. Oh, wait. Yeah, about 3
Yeah,
pounds.
but
Where's that the brain?
brain weighs
human
10
hair
pounds, I
contains
thought.
a brain which weighs
Um,
about 3 pounds.
No, the brain is 3 pounds. Everything in the head is 11 pounds.
Grab 2
This
So-
does not tell me how much the actual skull weighs.
Well, if everything in the skull weighs
The average
11
skull
pounds,
weighs
not minus
2.5
one.
pounds.
So I'll just put down 3 then.
2.5 each.
Because no one will question why you're carrying around a human skull.
I
Of
need
course
a
not. It's
necromantic
perfectly
focus.
normal.
It's my
You-
necromantic
you-
focus. That's
You
what they
throw
are.
them in a corner
You
looking
have
like
a
it was
scythe.
the...
No, a necromantic focus is different.
You
And
can
it
just
actually
use a
is
chicken
listed
bone.
as...
Yeah, that.
In the necromancer page, it's listed as an ornate skull decorated with necromantic runes. So
Okay, then
that's
it
what I
can be
use.
non-human, because as soon as you
But why
whip
would
that
you
out,
twist
everyone is definitely gotta be suspicious.
Oh, okay. Well, I assume skulls are generally about the same weight, so I'll make it a different animal.
I mean, it
You
depends
could,
on
for example, pick a small animal, like,
Monkey, you could get a
Like a
monkey
squirrel.
skull.
yeah.
Actually, no, it's a cat. It's a cat head. Oh, wait, no, a dog head. There we go.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yes, it's your turn.
Kill the bats. Do it.
Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
So after this fight, I'm gonna ask somebody to start carrying my backpack for me because it's too heavy for me.
That's not... And
I'm,
they're guaranteed not to look in it. Sure.
I'm a
Well-
bit busy carrying a broken plate mail armor. So,
Well, I've got to hope that they're not gonna look into it, but yeah. It's either that or I'm encumbered, and I think that means I only get half my movement speed,
mhm.
which actually isn't all that bad, to be honest. But
Alright. No and no. You kind of just flail at them. And then those two actually manage to hit by blind luck. Like those Burger King commercials where kids were sword fighting with... What was it, Conan the Barbarian? He-Man? I can't remember, but they were sword fighting with cups. But yeah, those two hit, and the bats are dead. It kind of just accidentally flew into your sword. Oops.
I just realized something ironic. So, my friend typically is my pack horse. Like I attach my bag to him, and have him carry my bag for me. But now I'm carrying him in the bag because it wanted to be inconspicuous. Oh, the irony.
Right. Gilrain, you take 5 damage. As the,
So what you
as
have
the
is-
remaining bat bites into your shoulder, and Lily's turn.
So what you have is you have
Um,
a servant that will carry your bag.
Yeah, well, I mean, it does other things, but yes, I didn't want to choose something that could actually attack things because I figured that'd probably be
Instant.
Andrew probably wouldn't let me have him attack things.
You can summon
So I just kinda-
you can summon swarms of the undead.
This is also true, so really I don't need an attacking thing. So it's kind of just a friend, and in some cases a pack horse. Okay, so I'm going to attack it with where's my list of
Literally,
spells?
the only thing you need are resources. Which you don't
Yeah.
really have right now. Yet.
Well, I mean, the only thing I need to worry about right now is dead bodies, and that my friends, quote unquote, will not stab me in the back for summoning dead bodies.
I mean, you had your dead body. But they buried it.
Well, we're not right now though. Is the trouble? I'm gonna use.
So long as you don't resurrect yourself as a zombie and then start hitting on it.
That'd be creepy even by my standards. Also, just because I'm playing a necromancer does not mean necrophilia. That's just wrong. Anyway, firebolt on the remaining swarm of zombies because I forgot I had cantrips.
Good job.
Yep.
So what is the damage on firebolt? It's a D8.
D10.
2d10, because we are so high level.
Well, it's.
It raises to 2d10 when we reach level 5.
Oh, yeah, okay. We are 7 right now.
She's 6.
So the remaining bat,
Oh,
the
yeah,
remaining
okay.
bat just took 9.
It's dead.
Good.
I go over and pick up my dagger.
I'm going
The
to.
bat that was on the dagger falls to the floor.
Cast
we,
Cure Wounds
Splat.
level. You.
we are not going down there. I point down there.
I think
I'm going to
that's the wall.
assume that's. I'm
I
going to assume
bet
it's
you there's
not
more
actually.
bats.
I don't think it's
50
actually an
gold, there's
opening.
more bats down there.
Yeah, that's not an opening. I
Oh.
didn't think so.
No,
So I'm gonna
it's-
walk up and start prodding at the corpse of the large bat.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Why not?
May I break out a teeth or some? Is his teeth anything worth? Like the big fangs?
They're bats. You ain't finding anything of value.
I'm asking,
Maybe
is
you could
the
gather
teeth of the doom
manure
bat?
for guano.
Is the teeth of the doom bat worth anything at all to anyone?
I mean, maybe
Not to
grind it up
me,
for the
I think.
calcium.
I hope it would be some kind of alchemical ingredient or something, maybe.
Nope. But now that he mentions it, I'm just gonna pull out one of the fangs and just put it in my pocket. Because I mean, they got to be pretty big, right?
They're about as big
How
as
much-
your thumb.
Does a
Yeah.
normal potion of healing heal?
It's
2d4 plus 2.
Do you drink it?
Yep.
You regain
hey guys,
9
I
health.
just
Okay. Cool.
At any rate, you have a door, another suspicious chunk of wall, and a slightly moved piece of fake wall.
Let's try the door this
Okay.
time.
I give
hey,
Gil
is there a
Rain.
gap under the door?
What?
A big, as a slightly big gap under the door.
There is.
Because I actually I want to send my familiar snake in and scout the area.
There is not.
Oh, hey, I'm not the only one with the
They're
familiar.
more like
That's cool.
sliding doors.
Ah, I'd hoped I could do it because like I have a thief snake. It's pretty much a demonic snake around my neck.
Anyways, you have a door above you leading into a room, and then a door below leading into who knows what.
I'm gonna nudge this door open with my axe, with my scythe still at my side.
You're gonna say axe then?
I'm gonna.
You see an empty office with a desk in it.
I walk over and search the desk.
You find a journal.
Can I read said journal?
No.
Assuming you speak common, yes.
I don't speak common.
That's tough language there.
No, I do speak common. I'm kidding.
At
What
any
does it
rate,
say?
it details the fact that the resident cultists have been scouting out ahead and moved into this region from another nearby region. The next journal entry says talks of a group of adventurers who have been slaying their numbers, and then the next one says that the resident cultists went out on a scouting mission a few hours ago and should return by nightfall.
So I'm gonna throw said book to Daz and say, "Looks like somebody's been keeping tabs on y'all."
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah.
So since so they are to buy a rifle. Let's prepare an ambush for them then.
Good job, Daz.
So Daz, what does the book say?
Oh god.
Well,
no.
first he needs to pick it up, apparently. Good job.
I grab the book before I go and grab the book before I can pick it up.
Why? That's just mean.
Interesting.
Okay. So they're back by nightfall then. Let's prepare an ambush.
Well, does it say today?
It's
Yeah.
today's date.
Date.
You're just carrying around a glass of wine?
Yeah, but I have 6 bottles of wine, so.
Well, it's some of the less strange.
Is this really the
things,
time?
Considering what's in my... Okay, Andrew. Considering what's in my backpack, it's not the strangest thing anyone's carrying around. I've got an entire deer skeleton.
Well, I'm dragging a small dragon corpse. I'm still dragging that around.
Oh,
I still have- I
I've got that.
I still have that suspicious potion we found in the hospice.
So everyone's carrying around something weird.
So fucked up.
I'm carrying around a
And my
piece
axe.
of plate armor in my backpack.
So I'm just start drinking slightly from the bottle of wine.
You know what? After the day I've had, I think I'll attempt to get some wine as well.
You know, assuming that there are no cultists left in, the rest of the camp.
Good point.
I don't have any
Have
glass.
this party in their head office right next to the entrance.
Hey,
With an
Okay,
open
okay,
hole.
no. Is that door down
I
here?
can fight Tipsy.
Okay, so I had a sip and then I cork it back up. And then just, okay, let's go, guys.
Okay, is there a door
Maybe we
here?
should put the panel back in front of the.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
move the panel back.
Strength check. Wait, no, he got a crit. He can just slide it back. Okay.
It's
I got a crit on it, and I'm the weakest one here, I think. Oh my.
Good job.
Okay.
I think I'm the weakest, actually.
I'm the second one, yes, I have 11 strength.
I have 8.
Hello? Anyone home?
That's
I have
not a
8
good
strength,
thing to
so
do
beat
while
that.
sneaking around.
Hey guys! Anyone
Hey,
home?
you guys!
Just walk
They
in,
just come in like
just
party mode instead.
kick down the doors. Hey, fuckers, come pick a fight with me. I dare ya.
I'm following Gilroy.
You find a small number of rooms, as well as another very swiftly blocked up cave corridor. Although
Okay,
this
so
one is
I-
more a large pile of rubble, as opposed to an actual fake panel.
Okay.
Not
is there
aesthetically pleasing.
Is there
We're not
any
opening
gaps?
this one.
Is there
Yeah,
any
we
gaps
don't
under
touch
any
it
of the?
now.
Is there a
Is
gap
there-
under any of
One
the
at
doors?
a time. Crow first.
Is there any gap under any of the doors?
Are there any what's on the doors?
Gap under where my
Gaps.
snake family I can sneak in under.
No, they're all sliding doors, and they're all locked.
All of them. Where's
How
the
long
key?
are we talking?
Try the key.
The key does not work on these doors.
Okay, but are we talking like flimsy little locks on wooden doors? Or are we talking like steel doors with good locks?
I'm not a warhammer, so.
Talking about
Hopefully-
magical paper doors with small embedded locks.
Magical paper
as in
doors.
couldn't rip through it with my bare hand?
Yes, as in it looks like Japanese sliding doors, but if you try to poke a hole in it, it basically just bounces your hand off.
Okay, well.
Interesting.
You know, I'm not strong, otherwise I'd be rolling to kick one of these down.
Can I just run through it? If you said it's a Chinese like sliding door, so
I'll
There
go
are
stand
about
next
3
to
things wrong with that
You
statement,
try.
at minimum, possibly 4.
Yeah.
that's what my headphones picked up. My audio cut out and then it just said Chinese sliding door. So I thought, oh, it must be fucking flimsy out of there.
Well, they're Japanese at first.
So the Japanese,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're
They're
magic for
reinforced
second.
with
Not
magic.
flimsy.
So they'll
Because
bounce
they're
off.
magic.
You'll hurt yourself for 3rd, and if you break it down, that won't be very stealthy for 4th.
May I try to unlock one of them with my dagger or something?
You may.
Just
But
stab
that-
you a
that-
few times.
That's not how lockpicks work. That's not how any of this works.
Well, it opens.
Apparently
it does work.
Which one were you lockpicking?
The one I'm standing in front of.
Okay, you also managed to pick the lock on this one as well. As soon as it lets me click.
As soon as it clicks, I'm just gonna go
So
in.
you were so good that you accidentally opened a door, which is how
No, it's
far
just
away?
that you find when you try to lockpick
Wait.
it, you find that it has the same type of lock.
Ah, okay.
So what's in
So
the small
what-
room here?
Both the small room and the slightly larger room are essentially barracks. A few food sacks, which are currently empty, and bedrolls lining the floor.
Yeah.
You also
Nothing
find some other hastily fixed up chunks of wall that you could probably break through,
Yeah.
but wouldn't be able to reassemble.
Yeah,
They really
no,
had an
not
infestation
happening.
problem, didn't they?
Not happening. Let's
Uh,
hunt this door down.
I think we have
Can I check
to.
it? Can I check if there's any like coins or something left behind? Just
Mm,
anything.
not at
There's
the
got to
moment.
be
So-
something useful in these doors, not just bats. There's got to be something else.
Well, we could
So I'm going
first
to
check
attempt-
out the other rooms.
I'm going to attempt to jimmy the lock on the door I'm standing in front of.
Okay.
I'll
Yes,
join
you unlock
you.
it. You find a
These are
lock.
the worst locks in the history of D&D.
You rolled a 21. Also,
No,
they're
I'm
cultists.
just saying. But I'm just saying, like, we don't even have thieves' tools. We're jimmying these with daggers. Is how bad these are.
Yeah, I have metal scraps and daggers in my backpack. That's all I have.
They spent everything
Really?
on the doors looking nice. As you
Me and
find,
Geo. for
I
this
should
room.
invest in some
Guys, kindly shut the hell up so Andrew can finish his sentence.
you find a more professional head bedroom, if you will, with a proper bed as well as a journal underneath it.
What's the journal say?
The journal says largely the same thing. Also talks about 3 cave systems, one of which was used, which were infested by the bats you encounter, as well as some hesitant ideas about trying to breed the bats, which were discarded because, well, they couldn't really tame them.
Does it have any information on the other 2 cave systems?
Not really, aside from the fact that one was blocked up, the other one connected to another cave, and that they used one of the systems as a ritual site.
Well, I think we need to find
Okay,
this
so let's
ritual
avoid
site.
the well, everyone else should probably avoid the ever-living crap out of the ritual room.
Really?
And where is the ritual room?
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
try to take.
It doesn't say, aside from the fact that it's not connected to the 2 connecting safe systems.
Okay. Since,
Roll
I'm gonna-
investigation.
Who?
on this one.
Anyone who's paying attention to the journal.
Well,
Rose.
Right, Crodanian manages to figure out that is likely this cave system that connects to the other cave system and possibly the backside of the camp, and that is this cave system that connects to the ritual and prayer site.
interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
try to open. I'm gonna try to open this.
Alright.
Me and Gilrain are going to prepare like it's a breach and clear.
Nope.
Warhammer in hands, shield in the other.
Did I do it?
Nope.
Kick it down.
We've established that that won't work.
We've established that it won't be stealthy. You never said it wouldn't work.
Someone else wants to give it a try?
Yeah, sure. No,
Nope.
fuck it.
That's
Oh,
your
Oh,
job.
wait,
let's-
well,
I start.
let's
I
see,
place my.
slave of hand, right? Boom.
And he actually manages to get it open. And inside you find yet another bedroom, This one with a few totems of prayer, and a small bag of coins.
Can I see what the totems are about, like which god they belong to?
You, one moment, actually.
It's not just a religion check to see if we can figure out which god they belong to.
Make a history check and a religion check.
It's the ancient god of dragons.
Well, that's actually surprising. Correct.
I have +7 in religion and history.
Which is, surprisingly, you actually managed to figure it out. I'm trying to remember which one specifically it is, but... One moment.
Knowledge is power.
It is indeed. It's
Da-da.
very good stuff.
How spooky. Anyways. Let's see, which one of these was it?
So
Probably
are
should have
either
written
of
this
those-
down somewhere.
Are either of those any of those statues devoted to Freya or Hel?
No.
Useless.
I think we need to go in the caves.
How about no?
Where else
You
can we
recognize
go?
it as the totem of Chronepsis, the dragon deity of fate, death, and judgment. The symbols being glass replicas of dragon eyes.
So it was
Oh.
indeed an ancient dragon.
Another death god.
Death god.
Well, the god of eternal law, at any rate.
Death
Well,
god
what's his
is
name again?
Raven Queen.
But what's the full name again?
Chronepsis. Chronos from time, and well, the other part I don't really care
Fate,
about.
death, and judgment, the god of eternal law.
He isn't on the list you gave us, so I can't really read it about him.
Chronepsis, Google to the rescue.
Okay.
Moving
That is that's like I tell them what I see. Like that's a totem of Chronepsis. Just like that's pretty much what I say.
Because they would totally know what Chronepsis is.
Chronepsis, he's an ancient dragon god of death
Never
and
heard of
judgment.
him.
Gilrain, you're a bit of a rich man. You should
I'm,
say
yeah.
a bit.
As of late.
I don't know anything about dragon gods. They're all weird.
Do you not know of Bahamut?
Yeah, that one I know. I also know Tiamat, but that's
Unless
basically
you are
all I
a
know.
scholar, Bahamut is largely the only draconic deity known due to, well, the dragon being dead
Okay,
for
so
centuries.
correction, I don't know about Tiamat.
I think
I've
it's safe to
heard
say
maybe-
everyone knows about Tiamat as well. It's almost as feared.
How much god also yeah. So there's a coin purse. How much coins?
20 million platinum.
About 25 gold pieces.
Thank you.
Should you choose to remove it from the room.
Why do I get the feeling this is going to end poorly? But yes, we want to take the gold.
Oh.
Can we check for traps?
So do we want to go in here or not?
Who take the? Do you take the gold, Lily, or what?
If no one else is going to take it, I'm going to take it because money.
Okay.
Also,
I already have like 800 gold on me.
The fuck? I have 60.
I have 200 and
You must remember I took about 600 from Lily's corpse.
Yeah, Andrew, is the gold trapped when I exit the room, or am I fine?
You're fine for now.
Magical trap gold. Oh no.
I mean, there's
Cool.
mimic gold.
Is that-
They
But in a
basically
coin
eat your
purse?
gold. And multiply.
That's
And then
true.
eat more gold. And multiply. And eat more gold. And multiply. But those aren't them. Those I won't bring up unless you ever find the
for
mimic
the rubble
village.
that's over here, do I think I can get
And if
through
you
it,
find
or-
the mimic village, having your gold eaten
Yeah.
by mimic gold is the last of your concerns.
No, it's not. Gold is the first concern you're supposed to have.
We found in a couple of statues for an old dragon death god, and then I
Lily
took
stole some
25
gold.
Yeah, it's from cultists. It's not stealing. It's
Yes, it
misappropriating.
is. That's not how it works.
It's not stealing if it's been stolen before.
I mean, you don't
No,
know
I'm
how
just
it's
rolling
stolen.
it. Like, I'm just like pretty
misappropriating.
much like I'm rolling extremely well when it's not in combat right now. Like
At any rate, you see large piles of rubble in front of the cave system.
Can we get through? Or do we
You
first have
could
to...
if you move it.
we should have, if we had a druid that had mold earth, this would be very very easy.
Anyone up to some manual labor?
Sure.
Why do manual labor? Mage hand.
Strength check.
I could just
At
get
which
my
point, I'm
hands-
just gonna glare at you and say, "My backpack weighs more than I do." No.
And stealth checks if
My
you're
backpack
trying
weighs
to
more
move
than
it
I
back
do
into
as
proper
well.
place afterwards.
Okay, I could just cast Unseen Serpent and just make him do it.
I'm
If you want to.
using magic hand and try to pull out away. Yes, because I don't want rubble to fall on me accidentally. So I'm standing a bit away and using magic hand to just.
Collectively, it takes about 4 or 5 hours for you to slowly move each individual rock with magic.
I'm just helping the others.
What role do
I'm
you want me
just
to do?
standing there the entire 4 hours watching.
Yeah, what role do I need to do to help out? Is it strength?
Yes. And no, it doesn't count as a short rest. Unless you're just kind of awkwardly watching. Alabaster manages
in
to
that
shorten the
case-
time to 2 hours.
In that case, it is for me.
Daz kind of just kicks some rocks and doesn't help much.
I'm the weeb one and I did more work.
Yeah,
You're lucky he didn't make more work. The
and
other
you're
guy
right.
manages to make it to 20 and makes it to about half an hour. And kind of puts both the mages who don't want to get their cloaks dirty to shame.
No,
Nope.
I'm not using Mage Hand. I'm using myself.
I'm
Yeah,
just using
and-
mage hand because like I'm afraid that I'm gonna pull something and it's gonna fall all over me.
And then I'm just kind of sitting here in the back, like leaning up against the wall with my backpack next to me because that damn thing's heavy.
Ow. Bit my cheek. Anyways. Caves!
If it's so heavy, I can carry some of your stuff for you. Like,
No offense, but
I want to
I'd
go
rather
in
not
first
have
to check for
anyone
bats.
else carry my items.
I'll lead guys. But
I'll just follow
Roll a
a
perception.
few feet
can I,
behind.
yeah, I was gonna say, can I see you down there?
Roll a perception.
Everyone, perception?
You hear a familiar yipping.
Oh god. Run.
You also
Flee.
see a very long corridor.
Yeah, no. At this point, I'm gonna start very quickly walking out of the corridor and backing out to here.
Where else can we go? We must. Let's venture forth. You
No. We can go back to town.
this is the
Fuck
third
this
crit I have
shit.
rolled today.
You're
We
you're
can
not gonna
ambush
ambush a
that
bat.
guy.
That's not how it works. They're bats. They can see you.
Yeah. Fuck this shit. Let's just go back to the village.
Roll initiative.
God
Oh,
damn it.
Except for you, you're kind of just dawdling about until you join in, so you're by default last.
Me.
Yes. Fortunately, it doesn't have any bat swarms with it.
Oh dear God, it's
Exactly.
another one of the big ones.
We can take this. It can't fit through this corridor. We could just bugger it off and leave it.
Exactly. Just leave it.
We could just go around the corner and just pop around. Boo. Boo. It won't hit us. We'll have full cover. I could just take one step to the left and I'll be fine.
You're forgetting that this thing loves to say no spells, so
Yeah, well,
you're kind
I
of
got
forced to
bows.
close with it.
He has the bow, I have a dagger, and I have a mage hand. I just throw my dagger and grab it and retrieve it from mage hand.
Right.
Perfect combination.
No spells.
You can do spells, you just need to concentrate.
Yeah, after it starts yipping. For
Which it
the
hasn't done
very
yet.
short time being, you are in the clear.
Okay. Kill it quickly.
You could use Shatter on it because I'm nowhere near.
No, that's only for shadow.
Okay.
Shadow is only useful if there's more than one. There's
Yeah,
only
also,
one, then shadow.
I was joking because you're again in a cave.
Oh no,
Yes.
your Hadax. Your Hadax misses.
Oh no. Not the Hadax.
Hadax.
Did you perhaps mean a Haddix? I'm pretty sure you can't carry a Haddix. I don't know
Why
how
did you
many
have to
people actually
block
know
it?
what a Haddix is.
I have no idea. What is a Haddock?
Yeah, do I?
Okay, one minute. A haddock is a saltwater fish.
No.
Well, why
Interesting.
couldn't we carry a fish? It's only a fish.
Well, you've been nowhere near the ocean, for starters. You're kind of just trapped inland.
Serious?
A rotting fish. He pulls out a big rotting fish from his backpack and throws it at it.
This isn't Maple Story. Moving on.
Oh, what's better to cast? Firebolt or catapult?
Well, you've got
I'd
someone
say
in the way,
catapult.
so...
Oh, fuck's sake, that! I shot that. Fuck's sake, that.
It's like the one spell that you can't use teammates recover. Rather,
What,
that
fireball?
teammates cast.
If it actually got a 1, so I'm going to cast catapult at 3rd level, so that's 5d8.
I almost feel sorry for this stupid bat.
So that and
You have
needs to be a
remember
dex
to
save.
hack it first.
Fuck, I always forget that. Fuck it, it's done. It's done now.
It's not knocked backward, but it is severely wounded.
Well, it still takes all damage, and yeah. I had my turn.
Hence why it's
Actually, no.
severely wounded.
Actually, no. I'm gonna move here, so then everyone can still hit, even though I'm gonna get hit in
I mean,
melee range.
They get
but-
hit anyways if it doesn't do catapult, but... Do
Well,
matter.
no, they can just.
It starts
So-
yipping, and then it bites you.
Well,
You take... Where is it? 12 damage.
Eh.
Nom. And Geo's turn.
Okay. Move to here. Firebolt.
Concentration.
Fireball or firebolt? I'm just trying to make
Yeah.
Bolt.
sure.
If
I
you
just want to
Hey,
make
it's-
sure.
I hit it. 15 is a hit.
Yeah. Well, 15 is a you can cast it. 12
And then
does
it
not
misses.
hit.
Oh, fuck.
It goes through one of the holes in the wings that catapult cast.
and actually, no, 15 wouldn't hit because it's a first level spell.
It's
Nope,
a cantrip.
cantrip.
Oh, Firebolt. I
Yes,
thought
a
you were
level
casting
0
Fireball.
spell.
Fireball's a level 3 spell.
Fireball is never free, this causes extreme mayhem.
Oh god, Fireball in that close of a space would be a mess.
Exactly, I'll be dead.
No, because that's spell sculpting.
You will see a charred corpse. Actually, no, I'm resistant to fire.
It's just like, oops.
Yes.
You just don't
And I
try
have
to
spell
jump into a
call. I have
volcano.
spell-
Yeah.
You're
And I have
resistant
spell
to
sculpting.
fire, not immune to fire. Remember
no.
that.
Moving on. Next
And
attack.
remember, I have spell sculpting, so I can just make it fly directly around him. It's like everything but him gets scorched.
So I'm going to rapid fire 4 arrows at
Rapid
the
fire.
bat.
I mean, it was still. Oh wait, no, he moved.
Sorry, Daz.
Well, unfortunately, judging by your first roll, you kind of fumbled a bit there and lost your pinky.
Again.
How?
You
How
accidentally.
did you put your thumb?
You accidentally had your pinky in the way while notching the bow, and when the arrow went off, not only did the pinky throw the arrow off, the pinky got thrown off, and you took the notch.
Well, I
I
mean,
don't need
you
it
could
anyway.
you could argue
On the
that
bright side, the
bowstring
pinky
cut it.
bounced off it.
No,
It
great.
didn't do damage, but you hit the pinky.
Did I pick up my pinky from the other room?
I don't know.
No, I don't. I was the only one that bothered picking up and reattaching my pinky.
Oh,
I
I'll
mean,
go
if
back
you healed
later.
yourself, it kind of just grew back, so now there's a pinky lying on the ground somewhere.
I didn't heal, so I still lost my pinky. Okay.
Alright, little
So how
here
about the
go.
other 3 hits? Do they hit or not?
If you
When you
crit
crit
fail,
fail, you end
turn's
your
over.
turn.
Oh, well.
Really?
okay.
Wow. Fuck.
You're kind of distracted by the loss of your pinky.
Well,
Your bonus action is weep.
I mean, you could definitely argue that the bowstring itself cut the finger off because a medieval longbow
No,
used
well,
in a draw
you don't
weighs
use
about
the
120 pounds.
to draw a bow.
Well, yes, unfortunately, this is one of the circumstances where he forgot that rule.
Lily, your
Yeah.
turn.
It's a crit fail, anything
Oh.
can happen.
Is it my turn?
Yes. I could say you got a dust mote in your eye and you screwed it up somehow. But
True
yes,
enough.
it's Lily's turn.
In which case I'm going to be like, are you guys fighting it?
Yes, we are. Not good though.
Good luck!
Wow.
You bitch!
It's already quite damaged.
So I'm thinking we should not invite her to any future party things.
Nah.
And you then remind yourself that the last time she was in this situation, you cast Shatter.
She got to fill out a form now.
Yeah, I cast Shatter, and the Howl was also not good. So she's not good. She's not good compatibility.
She's the intern of our group, so she has to
It's
carry
more
all our
along-
stuff.
It's more along the lines of she's wary of things that can scream loud enough to annoy her or hurt her, so...
So,
Bats or
anyone in the
no?
party.
Well, you know what? Can I add to my character like a phobia of bats now?
Shut
No,
up.
not yet.
Oh,
I mean, I've got a snake phobia.
You can add to hate anything that makes loud noises as a bad
well,
thing.
that just goes without
Ghost
saying.
phobia.
But that goes without saying.
Drunkards,
But I'm
bats,
just saying.
small children.
But can I have a phobia of a
Yelling
certain
cats.
mage casting shatter?
No.
Okay, well, in which
You can
case
say you
I'm
strongly
going.
dislike it, but not an actual phobia. Yeah.
Let's see. What could I do from here? I actually
Summon
do have
the
a couple
undead.
spells. I don't have to be nearby. I can't summon the undead. I'm still hiding the fact that I'm a necromancer, you idiot.
And there's the fact that
I
aside from
know,
your
that's
gear,
why
you
I'm
don't have
saying
any
it.
materials.
Yeah, I mean, I've got my deer I could let loose, which would be a really bad idea.
Unless you're carrying around a human skeleton for no apparent reason.
No, I've got the dog skull and then the deer skeleton.
I have a trophy of an animal. I could just chuck that in.
That's,
I've got a wolf head in my bag for some reason.
If you have a wolf head, I could probably make that talk.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Moving on.
We can freak out the locals.
I do that
Don't
by
figure
default,
it out
though.
already.
Pay 10 gold to talk to the head of a
Hey,
wolf.
Dad, your turn. If Lily doesn't do anything.
I'm gonna see how close to the fight I can get before I decide. Yeah, so I'm gonna look like I'm helping because I'm gonna run up to here.
You guys can tell she's not
more-
helping.
Look like.
That's as far as I can get. Oh wait, no, I can
Cast
sprint.
fire.
That's right. So I can sprint to here.
I got
The final longsword sweep hit. Right, the bat's just about dead. Almost. Kinda.
Just about.
Sorta. Ish. Comparatively.
Well, I'm gonna get my 2 daggers out and just stab it. One
Nope.
hit,
And
one
one
hit.
hit, yeah.
which is 6 damage then.
Alright.
Actually, can I do that again? See how it moves.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
assuming you have the 2 attack thing, but.
Well, no, I just because I haven't moved, have I? So can't you do 2 actions then?
And that's not
anyways,
work.
anyways, the end of my turn. So
And it takes 2 bites out of you.
sure. Eat
Da-da-da. 20 damage.
Okay. Now you're gonna see my bar drop.
Oh, jeez.
I went from 32 to 12.
Geo's turn.
Poor squish. You poor squish.
Hey, to be honest, I'm probably a tank in this group. My max is 47.
I rolled those with
That's actually- yeah.
disadvantage.
I've got 48, so
I've got 42, so suck
I
it.
got advantage on these.
Although I'm not sure if it counts since they're not weapon attacks, but anyways. What were you casting exactly?
I'm just casting a firebolt.
Oh, then yeah, it went
Bolts.
through. Anyways, I rolled those with disadvantage, assuming that you did anyways. Firebolt hit. Ding dong, the bat is dead.
good.
I always get the finishing attack on the Doom pad.
Yes, all 2 of the ones you fought so far.
I will cast Cure Wounds at Alabaster.
Dankeschön.
I haven't got attacked once. I'm just standing in the back shooting at everything.
I wonder. Since you reworked
Chuck him
my,
out.
hey Andrew, since you reworked my negative energy conduit, could I heal party members that way?
Nope. I made this
Okay.
explicit and we discussed it.
Oh, I don't remember that, but okay.
How heavy is Gia? Just wondering, in pounds wise.
Are you trying to use catapult on him? Why?
I was thinking about it. Yes.
It's like we've established
I'm
that unless you shrink him down, they have.
118 pounds.
80 pounds. Okay. So I probably have to get
Okay,
a ninth
so
level
I'm going-
slot.
While they're puttering around, I'm gonna walk and make a perception check to see if I can hear any more bats further down.
Not anywhere nearby.
Okay. Da.
Wow, that is a botched perception check.
You think there are
You
bats
see a
everywhere.
wall.
This is bat country.
They're in the walls, man.
One moment. Let's see. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
I'll just throw in a perception as well.
They're in the walls, man.
Where's my charger? Moment, because my computer's about to die. Shit.
Oh no,
Da-da-da.
does it need 8 Cure Wounds?
There it is.
Yeah, don't worry. We're just about done for this session. I'm just trying to find the quote.
Oh, I don't want to be done.
I mean, it's
I want to kill more
2:30.
things. So,
No, unfortunately,
So,
that appears to be the whole quote, and I don't want to actually watch the clip.
How
Yeah,
long
I'll
have
just
we
go
been
with
away
that.
from the village by now?
About 3 days,
Mm.
give or take.
dear God.
They might
You've
think
never
we're
been
dead.
to the village. Anyways,
Yeah, I know. I've got no idea where this village even is. So,
you find a large prayer room and few prayer bats and a large draconic altar in the corner, with a one of the stone eggs that you have found before sitting in its lap.
I run towards it.
The hell
I'll
is that?
stay back.
Where is it? Which corner?
It's just in the middle.
We'll say it's there. I pick it up. Seems I'm the egg holder. I can read all languages, sir.
2, 1.
Except the one on the
I need
edge.
to edit these.
Or rather ended with betrayal. One day our races went to war, separating from one another. Caves exploded, forests burned, and vast cities crumbled. One of their kind, one of them, disguised themselves as one of us. They crept surreptitiously into a temple, a holy place, blessed with peace, not hate. They approached the worshippers and drove a blade into the priest. One of us. A blast of magic threw the rest back. A burning corpse remained in his place. His disguise gone, the traitorous cur fled. Word began to spread. It spread across the humans, the dragons, and the in-between.
Well,
Interesting.
I'll throw that into 3 stone eggs.
Oh no, we feel hate.
Eh,
He says.
I feel hate every day.
I can't. I'm attempting to think of a decent explanation for why I'm carrying around a deer skeleton, in case anyone actually looks in my bag at some point, and I can't think of a single one.
Roll.
Roll for
The skeleton of a deceased
Roll
pet you really,
wisdom.
really love.
Me?
Yes.
Oh no.
Okay, one moment. Let me.
He's gonna find you one.
It's the skeleton of a deceased pet you lost that you very, very much like.
Well, that's just creepy.
Yeah, is there anything else on the altar, or?
Is there anything like a real pearl or something? Like a pearl worth 100 gold or something?
Yeah. How about monetary stuff in here?
I really need that fucking 100 gold pearl so I can use identifier, else it's just a useless spell.
Huh? Wait, it actually requires money.
No, it requires a pearl worth 100 gold to
Oh.
use it.
Right.
It's like works as a it works as a catalyst.
I don't think any of those are believable, but fair enough.
What, haven't you played
What?
Skyrim?
And you can't. Well, you can't beat my party. That at the moment they're carrying a griffin body around them in a cart.
But to be
Because-
fair, I should mention that this party is particularly absurdly trusting, so it might not even be an issue.
Maybe I should put in wall chicken.
Oh, hey,
Castlevania
Adam,
joke.
is there anything in the room worth monetary, like for example a pearl or something?
No. There's pretty much only what I described in this situation.
You get
I
another.
think it would be something on the altar, like maybe part of the altar is decorated with something valuable.
You get
Nope.
an egg.
So,
Stop assuming I'm going to shower you of riches in every dungeon.
Also, these are
Oh.
poor cultists.
true.
You
But,
cannot.
It's
are we still going
isn't
to
it
ambush the people coming
isn't it
back?
the same? Isn't it the same god as the one we had before?
No.
Yeah, Chronapsis. No?
Yeah.
Roll perception.
May I roll religion?
Nope.
You first need to see
Whoa.
it before you can know.
I see a wall.
You accidentally jab your eye on one of the stone wings. You take 5 damage. Also, you're blinded for the next 2 hours. Gilryan, on the other hand, manages to figure out that while the totems you found are of an actual draconic god, the statues appear to be of a completely different entity. Which entity, you have no idea. Nor would you have any way of knowing. Dramatic irony.
Oh no.
Actually, it's not
It's
even
never-
dramatic irony since you don't know anyways. Anyways, that's our session for tonight.
So I've got 10 torches. Anyone want them?
You just giving them out.
So we've got a blind idiot to take care of for 2 hours. That's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's not gonna work. One moment. You reckon that at this rate, given your digging earlier, you have roughly 8 hours until nightfall. 6 if you include healing his eye.
Okay, so we've got roughly 6 hours to derp around before the cultists get back.
We can just let's just have a long rest and prepare for an ambush.
There's also the
Sure.
unexplored cave system.
We
Yeah,
don't
no.
want to go in there.
Which I don't think includes anything, so.
No, we should just prepare an ambush, and as soon as they come in, we just fucking destroy
But
them.
what if there's a second entrance in the cave system?
Roll investigation.
There is.
Roll. Yeah, I'll go with perception for remembering at this point. Okay, you remember that the description of the cave system mentioned that the other cave system went behind all the rooms.
Yeah.
You also recall there being oddly patched pieces of room that seem to have been fixed up. Far better job than the fake wall and the stones, but nonetheless.
So they covered that. Unless we want to like break down some bricks, we're good. So whichever room you guys decide to go sleep in, I'm gonna go do a different one.
Okay, well, I'm gonna.
Would be the
So,
best one to prepare an ambush in.
Which room was the most comfortable one?
This one.
I'll be
There's
there.
only one big bed. I would say some should be here to be like guards or something. Some should be a guard duty here.
Oh, fine, I'll do it.
And I will sleep with you there. We'll just stay out of bedrolls, then sleep there. Like,
So okay, in that case,
I
I'm gonna
just
go into.
I have a tent.
set up my tent here. And,
Yeah, I have a tent, so I'll
So,
just set that up.
I'll go into this little room here and close the door behind me and attempt to lock it.
Hold on a minute. I need to check if what Arcane Eye does.
Roll.
To lock the door.
Yep. You don't exactly
What
have
would
a
that
key
be?
on you.
Well, it doesn't have just like the turning thing to lock it.
Nope.
What do I roll? Sleight of hand.
Yep. Nope.
Do I think it's locked or do I know it's not locked?
Roll perception.
Okay.
Is it invisible?
Yeah, I think it's
Arcane
locked.
Eye.
You think that's locked and that nobody can hear you through the paper-thin walls.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna let my little friend out of the bag because I'm sure he's rather cooped up in the bag.
He can see it through them, through that door.
What do you mean?
You don't know because you think it's perfectly safe, but he can see it through the door. The paper door.
Why
The
can't
magical
you see
paper
through it?
door. Because it's a magical
can-
paper door.
Oh right. you
That,
said
in the
arcane
process
eye.
of opening it, pretty much let him see through the thing.
So inside the room with me, you notice a skeletal deer that stands taller than I am.
Just look. Do you want everyone else knowing, or just kept quiet, or what do you want to know about this?
Well, we're not talking. That's the thing. You're looking through the door
So I'm just
apparently. Wait, so you're saying anyone who looks through the hallway can see this?
Well, I mean,
Wow.
if they're in the door, technically he can see it if he chooses to look through the door, like down there. Yep.
But I'm not. I'm sleeping over here. In my
It's just the actual doors themselves. However, your character doesn't actually notice this, having rolled a crit fail.
Yeah. So okay. So my large skeletal stag is kind of just like sitting next to me, and I guess I'm petting it or something.
Pepsi.
As, it's still my buddy. It's my little animal friend. It's just he doesn't have any flesh.
It's just bigger than you and made of bone.
So I'm seeing
And
this.
brought back to life by unholy magic.
So I'm seeing this through the door.
Yep.
Yep. just imagine if Dad had been the one to see this.
Just kind of quickly walks away.
I'm just sitting here with my
Whistling
snake.
away. Do. I just get my tent, close it, and just huddle in.
Just imagine had Dad been the one to notice.
That
it.
would have killed you. He would have burst through the fucking door and just go, "The fuck is that?"
The same guild. If it was been Gilbrand dead, they would just have attacked you. If it was been me, I would have gone in and confronted you with it instead.
That's
Like I
roll
would.
perception.
Why is he rolling
That's just in
perception?
another room.
Because bones moving make noise.
God damn it, that's right. Everyone could probably hear it.
Well, mostly just him due to proximity. Fortunately for you, he doesn't manage to hear it.
So
Yeah.
I see it, and I'm just like, I'm gonna walk away. We'll talk about this later. I'm sure. Do.
So, actually, you know what? Whoever did actually see it through the door,
Yeah,
roll
me.
perception for me.
Oh, fuck's sake. That's
I
what
want to
fucked up.
see how observant you would have been.
Pretty observant.
Observant enough.
What am I going to see now?
Well, it depends. Did you roll perception for me?
Yes,
Yeah,
he got a
14.
14.
Oh.
Which I will
About how
deem
perceptive
enough.
is that, Andrew?
What?
About how perceptive would a 14 be?
Fairly perceptive. Not enough to see fine details, but enough to see everything in general.
Okay, because it would stand out obviously.
Like, you could see
You would
everything in a
notice-
room, but you wouldn't see a hidden door.
Right, but okay. Well, in that case, then he would notice that the skeletal deer is wearing a brown leather collar, and you couldn't read the inscription on the collar though.
Okay. Okay. So, I'm just
But are you going back to double check?
kinda. Well, I imagine for that, I'll just pretend I'm still there. I haven't moved yet. Do I not? Cool.
No, no, you got back out of your tent and walked back over. And a certain other magic caster would obviously kind of take notice of this.
I'm sitting with my familiar, just like, you know.
Obviously, he just went to his tent to pick something up.
Yeah, hold on. I need to see that Doombat body again. Walk around, and then I place the trophy from an animal. I place that at the door of Lily.
But are you offering tribute now?
No. I'm not offering tribute. Some junk I don't need, and I place that there. I'm trying to see if I can barricade. Just like see if that wedges the door. Seems I need to find the bat through
No, you find the bat room.
the bat.
Into the cave and shits in the corner.
So yes, yeah, I see this. I'm just going whilst we.
You will
I'm going back to
obviously
my
see
tent.
that. Well, oh well. Okay, so you just piss yourself then. Good job.
He finds a bucket. See,
I
I
mean,
just
there,
in a
there
bucket
is
in
a
it.
chamber pot in there.
Yeah. I'm just sitting cuddling with my snake familiar.
anyways.
I'll just go back to my tent whilst this is happening.
So we're just gonna like sleep off 10 hours or so, or 8 hours, I think
8
it is.
hours. I think so.
So which one of you is blind?
Me.
Um,
Partly blind.
The one,
The
the
one-
one.
So the one that
who-
saw. Yeah.
Oh wait, but he
Don't
was
judge, I
that,
saw.
that magic sight, wasn't he?
I'm blinded in one eye.
Well, for
Yeah,
like
but
all of 2
but
hours,
remember-
you'll be fine.
He has the arcane eye, which allows him to actually create a secondary set of eyes
That's
within
true.
30 meters.
I can,
Okay,
I
so
can
yeah,
make it
so-
go through the lock and it will stay there as a camera pretty much, if needs be.
It depends how long you're resting.
I think 8 hours.
Yeah, about 8 hours, I think.
A long rest.
In which case, I would have my dear friend climb back into the bag because
Your rest
Yeah.
is not successful, and we will elaborate on that next session.
Next session.
Oh,
Since you decided
good
to sleep in the cultist rooms
let's do it
and
now.
out in the open, my god.
Let's do it now,
No.
please.
You do manage to get a short rest in, but no, we will continue next time.
Please.
No.
I don't want to wait a week.
You're waiting a week.
I hate you.
No, you don't.
seriously.
Yeah, I do.
Good night, everybody.